What kind of world do we live in where a normal, regular girl cannot find just a regular guy out here to date?
I'm going to a guy's house, but I'm coming from a guy's house, and I got his nectar on my pants.
Why is it so difficult for you to ask us, any of us, on a date?
He should definitely be holding your shopping bag. Going into a restaurant, he should definitely be opening the restaurant door for you.
I had a guy come over after lunchtime, but now that I got my car back, I think I'm gonna go to a guy's house. One of my regulars, one of the boys on the roster.
The dating market is so awful. The women available are something like 60% single mothers, a bad thing for men to get involved in. If the guy doesn't want kids, it gets worse, as finding a woman who does not want kids is near impossible. By the time a guy gets to 30, he can do all the daily needs himself. He can cook, clean, and keep up his place. So the need to complete your life is less. He also probably has enough hobbies that he just decides dating is not worth the hassle. Modern women treat men as disposable toys. All women want today is a quick piping, and then she will make up any excuse not to pursue a relationship with you. In extreme cases, she will accuse you of rape, even if she initiated a consensual piping. If they get pregnant by some bad boy, delinquent or bozo, they will expect you to be the good guy and take care of that child, even though that child is not your DNA. There is no way any man with even a quarter of a brain cell would do that. Women today are so self-absorbed, only caring about their looks for likes. They crave validation and shoot down any man who gives it to them. The bottom line is that most modern women are just full of shit who wouldn't care less about a man. These women are inundated with messages from hordes of men, and they feel as though they are in a position to pick and choose only the very best men. They are actually in that position, but there is a catch. Those same men, the 9s and 10s, also get their pick of the litter, so to speak. What ends up happening is that they typically just fuck these girls and make no plans and have no intention to make a relationship out of it. The girls, however, can be left feeling used and are still single. Nevertheless, rarely if ever will a 5 out of 10 girl on online dating give another 5 out of 10 man a chance, despite this being the healthiest balance for a relationship, and despite the fact that this is generally how relationships have been done since the beginning of time. Men are not interested in women because women are not interested in them. I'm not sure I understand why there are women who like the bad boy and the man who treats them badly. Perhaps it's an urban myth. Men are not like that. Men need to be wanted. Men need to be virile. Talk to the average married man who is losing interest in his wife, and he will tell you it's not because she is getting older and has lost her 20-year-old body. It's because his wife only has sex as an obligation, like she's doing the man a favor. That's a huge turn-off. It's emasculating. However, it works well for women who rapidly lose interest in sex with age. They turn their husbands off, and then they don't have to deal with sex. Of course, then he cheats, and she divorces him. Research seems to indicate that if you put women in a vacuum, they would want to be women. But society, the feminist movement, is not going to let that happen. Don't get me wrong, there were some important things that feminist movements corrected, but like everything in our society, they overcorrected. Part of that overcorrection was the idea that women don't need men. Women are taught they can serve in every role that a man used to hold. Need a protector, take a kickboxing class and carry pepper spray. Need someone to be stable in emotional situations. Deny your own nature. Need someone to take care of the house. Learn to do it yourself. Or flirt with a guy friend who is handy. Want to have a baby? Go to the sperm bank and raise it alone, but demand special treatment from work that men can't get. So the bottom line is this: the less women need men, the less they want men. Pile on top of that the fact that laws for divorce have not kept up. Women are completely independent, but when a divorce happens, the courts treat them like they are helpless. Imagine you get married and get divorced. Everything is just so automatic that she gets the kids, and she gets a lot of money from you to take care of the kids. But wait, you have the kids half the time. So you pay for the kids to live with her half the time, and then you have to pay to have a place so the kids can stay with you half the time. You have to pay for the kids twice, and then they would come to your house and ask for cell phones and new clothes because mum won't get them. What is child support for anyway? That maths doesn't work out, but it's a foregone conclusion if the court decides. So what's in it for a man? You get to live with a person who is being taught that you are the root of all evil, that you are unnecessary, and when she decides to leave you, you will pay dearly for it. By the way, the last time I checked, when a man and woman get married, the man runs a 60% chance his wife will divorce him, and the woman runs a 10% chance the man will leave her. Women don't want us. So instead of spending our money on child support and alimony, we will buy boats, great houses, and a nice car. Then, because we have all that, there will be an endless stream of women who will have sex with us in the hopes we want to share it. And although we'd love to find one woman who will want us for our entire life, a woman who wants us for a little while will do. Ask around about this. Anecdotally, relationships last 3 to 4 months without infidelity. That's how long it takes for a woman to lose interest, and for it to become clear the man doesn't want to give away his stuff. And porn? Well, the entire sex industry is a microcosm of this. Look at what women are now doing to be more like men, and how their minds have warped to justify it. I offended a young lady discussing her dating profile. It said she was looking for a mutually beneficial relationship, and her love language was gifts. I asked, so basically, you want money and presents from a man in exchange for your companionship? She happily agreed, but then did not like it when I suggested it is the definition of a sex worker.
So I have decided to give up on pursuing relationships. And the reason why I've decided this is, oh my God, not a whole bunch of them, but there's a few reasons. One is that I'm in my 50s. Damn. And I find that for me, 50s is the invisible age when it comes to women. This is just my viewpoint, and it seems like my experience. And it seems like men in their 50s want to date women in their 40s, and men in their 40s want to date women in their 40s and 30s and 20s. And the same thing with men in their 50s, but nobody touches 50s for women.
The wall is undefeated.
Like, we're done for. And of course we're not, but you know, society, you know how that works, right? And so I was on a dating app, and I realized that the men who were attracted to me, I wasn't attracted to them, and the men who I was attracted to were not attracted to me.
Rejected.
And so that was very difficult. I did talk to a few of the men that I wasn't immediately attracted to because I read through their profiles. And but I find that when I talk to them, they were great people. It's just that I gotta be physically attracted as well, right? And so I take care of myself. I'm very physically active. I like to work out, to run. I'm always on the go. I mean, I'm on the same type of go I was on when I was 35 and 36, 37, 38. I'm not on the relaxation go where, you know, I'm just going to go to a jazz club or get a lawn chair and listen to some blues. I ain't there. That's just not my thing. I am on the go. And so I'm looking for someone with the same energy level. But the ones that have the same energy level aren't interested in me.
Rejected.
So that's the funny part. And then, you know, there are the men who have been married and they're done. They've been married once, twice, 3 times. They've paid alimony, child support, and they're done with that. They're thinking about their future and their retirement, and they cannot take the chance on losing money like that. So it's either cheaper to keep her or just don't get married. I agree with them. I really do. And so I get it. But that's just one of the reasons why I'm just sort of kind of tired of the pursuit, right? And then, I mean, there's so many other reasons, but I think those are most of the reasons. And the other thing is that I want someone who's able to accept me right where I am. And when I say where I am, how I look, and not ask me to change my hair or my clothes. I can't do that because I want to trust him and I want him to trust me. And if we can't be on that level of trust, then there's no reason for us to date, because it's crazy to go through a relationship not trusting. It's just really bananas. And I don't know why people do that. It's torture. So I just feel, the last reason is because I am not an Instagram model. No. As you can see, I am just your average attractive woman. I'm not beautiful. I'm not, pretty, but I'm attractive. And I think men at almost all ages, except for maybe over 60, are looking for Instagram models. They're looking for the BBLs, the tiny waistline. I'm not saying all of them are, but it sure does seem like it. And cool. That's cool. But I think that a lot of us are missing out on some really cool, mentally and emotionally stable people like me.
What?
But no one wants to experience. I think people want to experience whatever it is that's out there. And then they want to say that women are crazy. But then I'm here. And many women like me are out here who are ready to be supportive and understanding and loving. And will go to Timbuktu to make sure you're okay.
We don't care.
But I don't think a lot of people want that. I think they want this beauty on their arm, and they're hoping that beauty is stable and emotionally stable. Many of them are, but many of them aren't. And good luck with that. So, yeah, I've given up. I'm done. And I'm going to be traveling, and I'm going to be doing my thing.
What a surprise.
And I won't be pursuing it anymore.
She belongs to the...
You didn't decide? No, it was decided for you. The wall remains undefeated. Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.